Right now, though, I'm catching up with Deb Morrison, who's the CEO for PetCloud, to talk about the difficulties in getting a rental property when you have a pet. She joins us right now. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, I'm well, thanks, Mandy.
That's really, really good. Now, Deb, you and I, we love our dogs. You have a dog of your own, is that right?
I do, a little toy cavoodle,
Ah, beautiful. What's his or her name?
Millie.
Millie. Has Millie done any extraordinary things in her life? Because I must say that my pet has won the most fancy dressed dog at the show 2 years in a row. She doesn't hold that title anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she's, she's quite accomplished. What about your own dog?
Well, besides being gifted at doing wee handstands, which she literally does, she does a handstand and does a wee, but she's also met the former Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull.
Oh, I think she's just outdone my dog. Now, look, you know what it's like having to find a property with a dog, finding a rental, and you've even had to give up your dog before.
Yeah. Previously, many years ago, before anything like PetCloud existed, I actually struggled to find a pet sitter, and it was also a struggle to find a pet-friendly property. Mm-hmm. And it still is a bit of a struggle to date. So there are proposed laws in place where the RTA and Department of Housing are consulting with people to get their opinions from both landlords and from tenants.
Yep.
To just find out what would be a consideration for approval of a pet-owning tenant. Yep. So, a few people back and forth have flagged potential health risks or damage to properties or things like that. So there has been a pet bond proposed,
yes.
And that it might be also up to the owner to accept, or they're trying to figure out whether owners would have to apply to, for example, QCAT or the equivalent to get a court order to say, sorry, no, this tenant's not allowed because my property is unsuitable for pets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's just some things that are in the works there. But I guess it also does help, though, knowing what that pet is like, what its reputation is like at various properties as well. And that's something that PetCloud can help with.
So the main aim of PetCloud is all about helping to make responsible pet care easy. And I guess the purpose of this pet resume is it's hoped that by pet owners by being proactive and setting up their pet's resume and sharing it and including it in their rental application, by being proactive, they might actually have a better chance at scoring their dream rental property that may not actually be advertised as pet-friendly to the general public.
Yeah.
But if they see a link to your pet's profile and they can see that, you've gone about doing training, de-sexing, they can see that it's microchipped and you're generally a responsible pet owner, that this is a well-behaved pet. And there's also an opportunity to actually ask former landlords and previous pet sitters for references as to what they thought of your pet. Mm-hmm. And you can share that with your potential new landlord.
Okay, it's a great idea. Now, setting up a pet resume or profile on PetCloud is completely free.
Yes, that's right. So we're just trying to make it easier for pet owners out there in the hopes that more pet owners will be able to get away with sharing their pet's cuteness with their potential landlord, and the landlord, after seeing it, will just not be able to resist letting that tenant rent their property, and they go, oh, look at that little cute furry face. It wouldn't wee on the carpet. Oh, I'll let it in, just this one.
Oh. Well, no, look, hopefully that's obviously what you're hoping that PetCloud achieves. So if you go to petcloud.com.au, you can find out all about setting up a profile for your pet, absolutely free. Deb Morrison, who's the CEO for PetCloud, thanks for your time today.
Thanks for having me, Mandy. I really appreciate it.